Hey, good morning, guys. It's Donald and Mary, and we're here to bring you a morning weather report from Blairsville, Georgia, mile 31 of the Appalachian Trail. And so, Mary and I are going to start this morning with the weather and water, and then after we'll move over to some trail chatter. So, Mary's going to take it away now and tell you what's up.
All right. Thank you, Donald.
You're welcome.
Good morning, everybody. Right now in Blairsville, it's 60 degrees and mostly cloudy. Today, we're going to get a high of 65, and there's going to be a mix of sun and clouds. And then tonight, 30 degrees and showers early and cloudy overnight. So today and tonight, winds are 10 to 15 miles per hour with a 40% chance of rain. Up on Blood Mountain today, the highest mountain on the Appalachian Trail here in Georgia. We're looking at a high of 59. It's going to fall down to 55 later on, and there's a chance of showers and thunderstorms before 7 a.m. and then between 7 a.m. and 12 p.m. Some may produce heavy rain, and the winds will be 15 to 20 with gusts up to 40 miles per hour. Tonight, 29 degrees, mostly cloudy. There is a chance of thunderstorms and showers before 3 a.m. 1 to 2 inches of rain is possible with a 50% chance of rain. And then 15 to 20 mile per hour gusts up to 35 miles per hour. And these storms will be before 3 a.m. And we're looking at a 30% chance of rain. Obviously, we've had some rain. Water is great on the trail right now, so nobody should have a problem finding water at all. What else do we want to talk about this morning, Donald?
Okay, let's talk a little bit about the trail registry, the
Yes.
through hike registry, and I apologize. And so Novo, we're looking at 2,204 today for the through hike registry. The northbounders 2,204. Flip flops 114. Southbounders, we're still at 4 guys. All right, and then this morning we did wake up to a power outage. So the storms. I don't even know how to explain what happened here last night. I was expecting a huge hit up here, and I feel like it was a regular winter type spring storm that happens. And I was looking online. That's what I'm actually doing. Look at this. This still going on about that, man. It blows my mind. And so I was just looking for some other things going on in the Appalachian Trail Conservancy site to see some stuff here. And I ran across some stuff online, man. Like down south, they did get some high winds and some. I think they got some like really high winds where it overturned some gas station, like the awnings and stuff, and blew some stuff over. And we had the tornado warnings
That's right.
throughout the night, and we did have some high winds. I don't know what it looks like
Yeah.
outside right now.
But we're going to find out soon because I'm going to be
Yeah.
leaving very soon. I have a 6 a.m. and then I got to head to Atlanta Airport. So I'll be assessing damage as I move along. Well, I'll be reporting to you, and you can let everybody know what's going on.
Yeah, definitely. I think that um I don't know what to expect. So I don't feel like it was a huge storm like they put it out to be over here though.
Right,
And like I don't feel like we got hit any harder than I've seen harder storms hit here, man. One day I was sitting here and a storm just came out of nowhere and it took out a tree over here. And I watched this bucket. Remember that, man? It just went right across our yard, man, and it rolled all the way across, man.
That's right.
No effort, man, from the wind. It was just going, man. It was that windy out.
That's when it knocked down a piece of that fence too, right?
Yeah,
So
and I went out and so yeah, the farmers. So we got outside, and the top of a tree, took out the next door neighbor's fence. And this farmer, man, he's like, he's right down the road, but his cows are right behind us. Like I could literally reach out my back window over here and touch a cow's nose, man. That's one of the reasons why we rented this spot, because it's an old farmhouse, and the windows, you see the cows, man, and then the mountain, Springer Mountain. I mean, excuse me, Blood Mountain and Slaughter, and then I mean we're just in a little valley. It's just everything
It's a
right
wonderful
here.
spot.
It is. It's a beautiful spot, and that's why we chose it. Is because of that. But the tree fell on the fence, and it took it out. And we tried to find the farmer, and luckily, I grew up on a farm, so I went ahead and stitched the fence up, and he didn't even fix it. He actually went ahead and took the stitching because it was stitched like a farmer would do it. But he was like, "Oh wow!" Because I saw him the next day out there, man. Because we were going down there, he was actually gone for a couple of days. Actually, Jordan went down and put a note on his door because we knew he lived down the road here, and he actually owns Alexander's, or his family does, which is a store here in town. It's well known or whatever, but they own a bunch of land around here, and they actually owned this place at one time, but the owners that own it now were able to buy this spot, so everything around it is owned by them, though, man, the Alexanders. But so we went back and put something on their door, and they couple days later, I saw him out back, and he was real thankful because his cows were right there getting ready to bolt, and he was gone for a couple days, so his cows would have been gone for a couple days out. I'm sure someone would have saw them, but it's a pain in the butt to get cows back. I don't know if you've ever chased a cow back or lost a cow for a couple days, man. I mean, people will call and say, I saw your cow, man. And you'll go up there and the cow will be gone. That's just how it works, man. And so I'm sure farmers know what I'm talking about, man.
That's awesome.
But anyways, okay. So I don't think the storm, I don't know how it went everywhere else, man. I know it hit some spots pretty hard, but here I don't feel like it hit harder. I could be wrong. We did wake up. We awakened to no lights or electricity for a couple hours, and here we are today, man, with electricity again. So, and it's not storming out anymore. All right, and so the Grateful Hikers open. I want to get to that, man. Grateful Hikers open, man. People are coming. Yesterday, we brought a lot of people everywhere. Not just Blairsville, just everywhere. Above the clouds, we're bringing them to Dahlonega, everywhere.
To Franklin.
Yeah, Franklin, dude. Everywhere. I mean, we're all over the place, man. Just carloads of people, and literally carloads, like not just us, like lots of shuttles were just pulling in at the same time in like rows, man, and just dropping people off at hotels. And so that's how it gets out here, man. And it's, and, you know, man. And so I don't think people really realize how intense it gets, man. And some people are starting to see it, man. And they're just like, wow, dude. And it's like, yeah, brother, that's how it is, man. You know what I mean? It gets pretty crazy out here. And you know, it does. Yeah, especially when you get really involved with things, man, and you're really just like doing this seriously. It takes a lot to, yeah, because you know we had ridge runners calling us yesterday to get people off trail, and you know we're just all kind of working together. Well, not kind of, we are all working together. Like most of us are. Right. There's a group of us, man. I'm gonna say there's a few people that don't like to work together. I don't know what their problem is, man. We just like, we actually block them and just push them to the side, actually.
I think those of us that work together, I think we have the hikers' best interest in mind, and those that don't want to work together, I think it's more of a me thing.
Yeah, it is.
They're more worried about collecting the buck than and really ripping about the well-being of the hiker.
And getting the hiker by undercutting us deliberately, and we know what's going on out here. We hear I know when someone farts over here, man, because I hear everything. I'm not kidding either.
That's right.
And so people are always texting me with pictures and this and that, telling me what's going on out here. So I just hear it all. And that's just how it works out here. And so we know if you don't hear a number from us or a company, there's a reason why we don't talk about them. It's not because we just don't talk about them, man, because we don't feel that they're worthy of the, well, not worthy. How can I say
we don't want to give out information for people that we feel are practicing unethically, because even though we're all separate entities out here, we know the people that.
Not only that, we each, our actions reflect off of each other.
Right.
And so I don't mean to interrupt you.
No, but that's what I was trying to say.
So shuttle drivers out here, we try to respect everything out here, meaning like all communities, each other, each other's customers. You know, when people call you, man, you got to respect that. Like, if someone has a price and you know their price, you don't undercut them
That's
deliberately. Like, people will call, man, and they'll be like, well, who'd you call? No, you know, you don't mind me asking, what's the price they offered you? And then they'll say, oh, well, I'll do it for $5 cheaper. And it's just like, that type of stuff, man, is Mary and I came to this place because I didn't want to be near people like that, man. And when we started this game, it was a lot of the businesses out here, we all were friends and still are. And we all worked together. And then, like, when 2020 came and after that, all these newer businesses started to come in. And we understand people trying to make their mark, but we do not understand the disrespect and the amount of, like, just trying to cheat and undercut and that type of stuff, man. I am not about that. And I am an old school dude, and I grew up in a different world. And my world is about respect. And I don't think people quite understand that about me. That I don't play around, man. I am a businessman. I'm not only a businessman, I give good business, and my business ethics, the way that I work on respect. I don't undercut people. When we came here, we made sure that we didn't take any business from the older folks that were here before us. We made sure if someone called them first and we knew it, we would say, hey, man, we can't touch that. You got to go with them first, man. That's it. And that's how we worked our way into this community, not worked our way into it. That's how we earned the trust of the businesses that were here before us to pass our number out. We didn't know anyone here. Now we know everyone. Right. Do you know what I mean, man? But we also know who plays fair and who doesn't. And so we stay away from those people. We'll give them a chance. But we had one business that's newer that was dumb. Like, they were trying to be middlemen. Like, they were calling for the hiker instead of passing the number out and holding the hiker at their place, man. It was weird, man. And we kept telling them, have the hiker call us because we have
our procedure on
that's
how we
right.
do things.
And it's like, why don't you just give them the number to call us? And we kept saying it over and over to them. Well, the last time Mary was going to pick a customer at this place, and it was an 8:00 pickup, and they were going to a place. I'm not going to say where, what, when, how, or who, or what, but she was going there, and at the 8:00 pickup, we're going to pick up one person at this place. I got a text at 7:39 saying, Donald, one, you have an extra driver, or no, wait, you have an extra rider going with you. 2, tell Mary to pull all the way up in, and because we got to load your car down. That's what I was told by a business. And that day is the day I blocked them, because every time they texted me or called me, it was an issue. They were putting someone down, telling me about someone out here I've been out here for almost a decade. I know what's up, man. I know that person. You know, I've been watching them for years, man. I know what's up. And so they just call and tell me about him and just like talk shit about him. And it made me angry. And so I was on edge there for a minute, actually, because of that stuff and all the other stuff on top of it, because they just kept like saying, I'd make a video and then I'd get a phone call talking about, oh, you talk to that person. I can't, but you got to call. And it's like, don't do that, man. Don't do that. That's not cool. I don't do that stuff, man. If I don't like someone, we just cut it off. That's it. We don't talk shit about them. We don't, that's right. It. That bye. You know what I mean, man? We just don't pass our number out. And so, but that was the last straw. And when Mary got up in there, it was a cluster up. We got up in there, and well, you got up in there and you were asked to move and back up. And the hikers, we knew them. We knew the person that was added on without us even asking permission or anything. We actually knew the hiker, and he got in the car and we took off, man. And one of the hikers was telling Mary, he was like, look, Mary, you don't have to pull up in here, man. I'll walk down the car. Right. And it's because when you get up in there, it's a pain in the ass to get back out of there, man. We don't want to do all that. We got to keep moving, man. We don't have time to play around and take pictures and do all that. We got to keep moving, man. We have a time frame. That's what we do. We talk to our customers. We don't want anyone else controlling our show. This is our show. We don't try to
right.
control anyone else's. But
Mhm.
that's what that goes on out here, and so we stay away from those people, man, and just kind of sit back and do our own thing,
That's right.
man. Yeah. But the Grateful Hiker, man, is open. People are down there.
Mhm.
Sly is down there.
That's right.
I've waited for years for this. I have, man. I've waited a long time for this, man, and I've put myself through hell to get to this point, man. We held on to this place for a long time, man. And Mary wanted me to toss it away, and I held on to it anyways. And finally, we got someone in there, and it's starting to. I feel like it's starting to work, and I feel like that this year, man, was kind of the year where it would start to work, and so I'm pretty happy.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah.
I'm
So,
happy too.
so the Grateful Hiker is open, man. Come on down and check it out. Is there anything else you'd like to say today?
No, I'm good.
You
Thank
got to get
you.
moving,
I
man.
do. I do.
We're on a time schedule crunch right now, so we're gonna make this the ending of the show today. We'll have more stuff later or tomorrow, but thank you, everyone.
Yes.
Have a great day. One love. Peace.